You are now tuned in to the award-winning Comic Section Podcast Network.
In a world where comic books have taken over the mainstream, where the geeks inherited the earth, where the nerds have taken over the turf.
Nerds!
From the TV screens and movie scenes. From collecting your favorite pop toys.
They're figurines!
Where cosplay is your freedom of expression. Where cartoons and animes are your absolute obsession. If you're looking for a podcast that shares that connection, you can find this and more in the Comic Section.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new issue of the Comic Section Podcast, issue number 318. I'm your host, Jason, alongside my very talented co-host.
You wanted Dr. Jekyll, but you got Mr. Hygel. It's Rigel.
Yeah! Rigel.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the building.
I'm back.
I'm talking about.
Oh, and who was absent this day? Oh, my! It seems our good cohort, Brother Ant, is not with us.
Damn, man.
Ooh, for shame. For shame. Would not go see the new Black Captain America movie.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, just isn't here.
Oh.
Middle of Black History Month.
Oh, man. Dang, man. What's going on, man?
Such a shame. Such a shame.
That is.
Yeah.
Well, how you been? I mean, I know you were out last week. You know,
I've been good. I've been very good. I've been able to relax a little bit more. Been able to just take it easy. Feeling a lot less stressed about stuff.
Oh, that's good.
It's been going very well. Okay. I'm mad though.
Oh shoot! All right. Okay.
So recently, I've been working a new job, been making friends with my coworkers and all that.
All right.
One of my coworkers over President's Day weekend, her and her boyfriend went all the way down to a quick trip to Disney. And while they were there, they went to go see the new Captain America movie.
Okay.
At the Disney Springs movie theater.
Ooh, all right. Fancy.
Guess who was in the theater with them?
Went viral, didn't it?
That was one of two movie theaters that Anthony Mackie himself sat in on.
Oh, man.
So she came back and on Tuesday showed us video of Anthony Mackie talking to the crowd and just being like, man, as an actor, you don't really feel like you get a whole lot of love or support at all times, especially with something like this. But tonight in this room, I was feeling it the whole time.
That's what's up, man.
Very sweet, very touching.
All right.
And so I'm pissed because I'm like,
I know. I feel you. I definitely understand. I definitely get it, man. And you know what's so funny too, because I'm excited to talk about my review of Captain America because of the fact that it's so divisive. Yes. Quote unquote, on social media, I overheard you talking about some of the other YouTube creators out there, movie critics that gave their I don't want to say, I could
opinion.
Yeah. I wanted to put an adjective at the front, but I'm like, nah, let me not, because that would kind of give away how I felt about the movie. So I kind of want to wait until we get to that the review segment. But I definitely have some thoughts, and I'm definitely looking forward to checking, letting y'all know about it. And for those who haven't seen it, just, sit tight and I'll let you know if it's worth going to see. But other than that, though, man, it's been crazy, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm a little nervous about flying right now. I'll be honest with you, man. I'll be honest. I'm a little nervous about getting on planes.
Yeah.
Because, man, if you live in the U.S., which, most of our listeners and viewers are, and even if you're all over the world, you're probably seeing this in the news that I don't know, man, the past few weeks is just airplanes just don't have the best of luck right now, man. It's every day there seems to be some type of accident, unfortunate tragedies. And the one big one that a lot of people have been talking about is the Delta one.
Yes.
Where it landed, it was going to Toronto or something, right?
Yeah, it flipped upside down.
Yeah. And thank God, everyone was okay. And it looks like Delta's going to just automatically give everybody on board $30,000
No.
But that doesn't.
Okay.
But that's not like hush money, because I know a lot of people are, oh, they're just trying to pay them off. No, they can still sue. There was no like, hey, you do this, you can't. That's just out of just, hey, that was our mess up, our bad. But yeah. So right now, my fears is I'm a little nervous about getting on a plane. I'll be honest with you. I'm driving.
What if all this was an elaborate ploy for us to just finally get into flying cars? For the Tesla flying car.
Oh, you got to put the Tesla.
The second you try to launch it.
Right when you launch it, it's like, oh my God. Yeah, nah, man. You know what? The first thing I thought about, my conspiracy brain, because they stopped talking about those big drones. You noticed that, right? All those drones, like, what was like a month ago that people kept seeing in Jersey and all these areas, these like SUV-sized drones. You notice they stopped talking about those?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Call me Reed Richards. I know I'm stretching it out a little bit, but I just feel like, okay, they stopped talking about that, and then a few weeks later, we got all these plane crashes. I'm not saying. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, something's cooking.
Something's cooking. I don't know what's going on in the skies right now.
We're in a weird time. So you could say anything and I would fully believe it.
Yeah. I'm not saying I'm like all on board. I'm just, in my mind, I'm like, wait, but how come they stopped talking about this? And oh my gosh. And I can't wait to talk about the Brave New World. Because a lot of that kind of mirrors what's going on now.
Okay.
In a way. So, but other than that,
all right. Yeah,
but but I will say though, man, hopefully everyone out there is safe. Y'all having a, good. Hopefully y'all President's Day. Well, I guess President's Day if you, depending on where you are, if you rock with that, and your Valentine's Day. You show love to your loved one out there, and definitely want to send our love to y'all, man. Because thank y'all so much, man. Our downloads and everything is going up. So shout outs to y'all, man. Love to y'all for real. As always, but
we love you guys for supporting our hatred.
That's right. That's right.
It's because of your love that we can hate fully
so much
with all of our hearts.
Absolutely.
Ooh, who do we want to start hating on today, Jason?
Oh, well, we're gonna have to wait and see. You ready to go and jump on into breaking news headlines?
I'm ready for hatred. Yes.
All right, guys, breaking news headlines, and got a big story here. It's not really breaking news, because if you put two and two together, you kind of understand that, it's kind of inevitable. But we got Daredevil coming soon, man.
Woo! Oh,
Daredevil Born Again.
Just started rewatching the original series.
Oh, man.
So well.
Come on, man. And, and I'm super excited because it's landing on my birthday week. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs. You know what I mean? Pisces gang in the building. Shout out to the Pisces.
Sloppy fishes out there.
That's right.
Yeah.
We going swimming, baby. But yeah, so with Daredevil Born Again coming out, and word is that the show is like amazing from the few people that did get a chance to see it, that a lot of people at Disney are considering bringing back the Defenders, man. Hey, turn up, man. I'm talking the Defenders, yo. Hey, Jessica Jones, which, we've seen footage or photos of her wearing some Jessica Jones attire. Maybe it was on Daredevil set. Maybe it's another TV show. We don't know. Right. But she even said like she would love to come back. She loves the character. We also got Luke Cage. Come on, man. Mike Colter. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and I forgot Krysten Ritter. I forgot to mention, the actress name. But yeah, Krysten Ritter is Jessica Jones. Mike Colter as Luke Cage. And possibly Finn Jones return as Iron Fist. Yeah, how do
Okay, you know what? Everyone shits on it.
All right, here we go.
I'm going to be the first. I'm going to say it.
Do it. Right here.
He was great in that one episode of Luke Cage where they actually did like a proper Heroes for Hire crossover.
There we go.
That was great. That actually was Danny Rand. That actually was what he should have been from the jump.
I got you.
So if they just do that, that would be great.
Yeah.
Do an entire Heroes for Hire
love it.
TV show.
I would love
it. It's a weird little buddy cop situation between Luke Cage and Iron Fist.
Come on.
That's it. That's all I need.
That's all we need. Yeah.
But what I really need, what we all need, is just fucking closure for season 2 of Luke Cage.
Yes.
We were robbed.
Yeah, we were. We were robbed, man. Because, a lot of people were like, he was kind of straddling the fence we didn't know if he was going to be on the good side, or is he kind of embracing the kind of a kingpin-ish role of Harlem. So yeah,
being the boss of crime makes you a crime boss.
That's a fact.
Yep,
that's a fact. Your math is mathing. But I mean, we don't know though. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm waiting for it. Damn it! I want them to do the real life MCU version of when freaking Luke Cage went up and was going to whoop Dr. Doom ass for $200.
Yep.
Was it 200? Was it 200 or 300? It was something like that. $200, $300. He was ready to go to war, and Doom's like, "Here, bro, go ahead, get your money, man." I'm like, I didn't know you were going to take it that far. It's the principle. Shout out to Luke Cage, man.
Oh God.
But I'm excited about this news. So what about you?
I'm very excited about it too. I'm excited to hear that the new Daredevil show seems to be getting some good praise. I'm very, very hyped for that. And I got binge a lot of shit before we start watching it. Because I forgot how long that series is.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no, it's I'm very, very pumped for it. Bring them all back.
Yeah.
Add in other new ones. Add in other like defenders and heroes for hire. Like I'm trying to think of like a few other street level superheroes.
I need my. You already know I'm about to go, man. I need my Misty Knight to come back.
Oh, Misty, hell yeah!
And my girl hey, come on, man. My girl from from Iron Fist, man. I think it was Daughters of the Dragon. I need Daughters of the Dragon, man, because we had that. We had that in the I think it was Iron Fist second season.
Yep.
So they actually did that for a brief time, and then the series ended. So
bring back Hellcat, because they got kind of introduced her character in season 3 of Jessica Jones. So it's like, there's a lot.
I need it in my life, man. Bring Colleen Wing, Misty Knight. Come on, man. So much, man. So much they could do, and the fact that from the looks of this Daredevil show, I mean, just keep it gruesome with these level characters, man. We take it back to the streets. You know what I mean? I want Kingpin to be the Kingpin, all right? He's the Thanos of the streets. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Maybe even worse from the looks of it.
Oof.
From the looks of it, he looked like he don't give a damn.
He does not know. Yeah. No fucks given with that man.
Nah,
there was a DNA test done on fucking Kingpin. Turns out he's 100% Himalayan.
See what you did there. I love that, and I'm taking it.
Take it. No, I took it from someone else. I give it to you.
All right, 100%.
Pass it around.
Himalayan. I love that. That is fire. Oh, I'm so deep in that. But yeah, so it looks like all of this is happening. Super excited. If y'all are excited, hopefully you are, and if you're not, man, I mean, hey, you always can leave an open mind to get changed. Never know. But I'm super excited. It's going down March 4th, I believe, the new season of Daredevil, and Born Again. I'm here for it. Let all these characters be born again. We need them.
Gonna get baptized, baby.
That's right. Get baptized. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, we'll move on from that story to a story about another video game franchise that is coming very, very soon, and is the one franchise that I predicted that was coming back, and I knew it was. It was only a matter of time. I'm talking about Street Fighter. Yeah. Street Fighter, y'all. Come on.
Yeah.
Street Fighter has found its director, and I believe, now I might butcher your name, so I apologize, but I think it's Kitao Sakurai. And I know I probably messed up the pronunciation, but
it might be pronounced Sakurai, but you're
there we go.
You're good. You're there.
Say that again.
Sakurai. Yeah.
Okay, I got
it.
I gotta get
there.
The ooh-ah. That's what I gotta. Yeah. But y'all know what I mean.
Kitao Sakurai. Yeah.
Kitao Sakurai.
Yeah,
close?
You got it.
All right, I got to work on it. But either way, I'm super excited. And so this filmmaker actually produced on the Eric Andre show. Also, a few other big things that he's done as well. I'm kind of going through the credits. But I'll say all this to say that I'm super excited because the movie is coming out March 20th, 2026. So we got a year to wait for it.
Okay.
Which means that, if it's coming out in a year, I mean, they're starting to film like in the next few weeks. I would hope so. But again, another video game franchise, one of the one of the most popular video game franchises of all time is coming back, and I am so excited. Oh, I'm sorry, that's right. He also, I guess, co-wrote and directed Bad Trip, that also starred Tiffany Haddish and Lil Rel. It was a few other things in the credits, but regardless, all I'll say is I believe in him. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I want this so much, and I still watch the 1994 version. I don't give a damn. Yeah, it's so bad. It's classic though. It's so good.
You just
it's so good. I don't care. I'm like, look, hey, 1994. We got to remember now. I know you were you around in 1994?
I was a twinkle in my father's eye.
So I know what that
Yep.
means. Yeah, man, I was around, man. So I remember, Street Fighter playing the arcade system in Pizza Hut, waiting for your pizza. Back in the day when Pizza Hut had the arcades and they had a whole buffet, you know what I'm saying? And you would just play the Street Fighter, man. And I'm just like, I need a movie. Jean-Claude Van Damme came in there.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Good time to be alive.
Yes.
It's like you got to just go back to like that 90s cheese.
Yeah.
The 80s cheese, the 90s cheese. Oh, it was good cheese.
Good cheese,
Oof.
man. Extra cheese, too.
Ooh, yeah. We had a surplus of cheese going on during that time, too. There was a lot going around.
There sure was.
Like government cheese in the bunkers was being spread about. Shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was so good, man. And again, man, that movie, to me, I still will put up there as one of the best ever. I don't care. I'll put it up against whatever. I don't care. My guy, rest in peace, man. Raul Julia M. Bison, that had one of the dopest, villainous lines of all time when he was talking that talk to Chun-Li. Remember in the interrogation room or wherever they were at? Chun-Li was like, "Do you understand what you did to my family and my village?" And he was like, "Oh, you said that I did all this to your people? Okay. Well, that was just a Tuesday."
Yep.
Oh, that was fire, man. One of the greatest lines of all time. It's so cold. Oh, I'm excited for this, though.
Shit, that's my guy. Me wiping out your family is the same as me doing my laundry.
Yeah, it's like, all right, it was just a Tuesday. So I'm like, I don't even remember. It's like, yo, man, I love it. That's what I need. I'm super excited. I haven't seen any castings, but hey, man, I just hope they do it right. That's all I can say.
Yep.
I mean, to me, the best Street Fighter incarnation I saw was the Street Fighter 2 animated movie. That right there, amazing. It's on YouTube for free. You can watch.
I haven't watched all of it, but I've seen bits and pieces of that. And it's good.
Do yourself a solid, man. Do yourself a solid. If you love anime, Street Fighter, I mean, come on. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I can't talk about it enough. The video game revolution is here. So many great bodies of work that like they took from that, IPs, and now they've put it on the big screen. A lot of them have been successful, and yeah, I'm here for it, man. Super excited. Yeah. Ready to go. All right. Let us know your thoughts if you feel the same way. All my Street Fighter fans out there, I need to see the end with come on, man, with all the CGI that you could do. I need all the moves, man. I need the Hadouken to be the Hadouken. I want all of it, man. The flash kick.
Yep. I'm just hoping that if it is set to start recording and filming, it does come out this time March next year.
Yeah.
They don't rush it.
No, don't rush it.
Yeah. Make it look good.
Yeah.
I'm even okay with you guys delaying it a little bit too. If it means you gotta get
That's fine. Yeah. That's fine. Hey, all you need is maybe 3 weeks of live shots and 8 months of effects. Give me that. It's hey, we only need y'all for 3 weeks. Just do this so that way we can get everything done.
That's about right.
Yeah, I love it. All right, well, we'll move on from that story to a story that I don't know if you're familiar with, because I'm not too familiar with this comic, but basically we have a surprising Image comic is being turned into a TV show. The award-winning animation studio Titmouse will produce an animated TV adaptation of Image Comics' critically acclaimed series Knights.
Knights.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you heard of Knights?
No.
Okay. All
I
right.
have not.
No
so
problem.
Educate me and everyone else who has not heard of Knights. Is it
got
spelled
you.
with a K? Is
No.
it spelled with an N? Is
It's
it spelled
N.
in a secret way?
Yeah, no. Nothing fancy. No silent letters or anything like that.
No G's where a G shouldn't be?
All the G. There's just the one G and big N right there.
Okay.
But it looks like per image, the Knights animated series will stay true to the source material's distinctive artistic style and storytelling. So basically, like the comic book, it's a supernatural coming-of-age story that will center around a group of friends navigating life, relationships, and mysterious paranormal events. In a world where vampires and monsters are real, the series' nostalgic and dreamlike setting will have a late 90s to early 2000s vibe. So basically, Image themselves promises that Knights, with its blend of indie and anime influences, will be both scary and emotional.
Okay.
So looks like that's kind of the gist of it, little, all in the bubble. That is, it seems like, this is a really like big comic that a lot of people love. This is one of Image's like most critically acclaimed comics. So I like that I don't know the comic. I want to just see this because I'm already intrigued. It's like, okay, coming of age stories, those are my favorites. I love coming of age movies, TV shows, all of that. And you put it in the supernatural. So I'm like, all right, coming of age. A lot of people automatically going to think supernatural, coming of age, maybe a Stranger Things feel.
Yeah.
Navigating life, mysterious paranormal events. I'm getting some Stranger Things vibes.
That sounds like it in that ballpark. So okay,
but
nice.
Emotionally scary. But I'm here for it, man. I'm looking forward to it. And Titmouse, from what they're saying, I mean, they are legit. They got a solid track record with animated series. They've done hits like Big Mouth, The Legend of Vox Machina, and a slew of others. So I like it. I like the marriage between it. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have a release date as of yet, but it's just green light. It's here to go. And so all of my fans out there who are familiar with Image Comics' Knights, let us know if you're excited, man. Does this seem like, this is perfect? Because, I'm here.
Tell us who your favorite characters are. Why do you like it so much?
Yeah.
Should we even read the comic?
Right.
Should we read a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one old school thing that you used to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who reads nowadays?
Read? What is that?
I just let a robot voice read the text on the TikTok video to me.
That's all. I mean, I don't even. Yo, I went to the library the other day, yo.
Did you really?
I sure did.
Nice.
I sure did. And
Did you get any good books?
I went in there and I got a few. I will say the feel of the library is still the same. But in this day and age, it does feel foreign, which is weird. Like you go in there and it's like, you got the books and like even the smell of books. Like books have a certain smell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, I remember this smell. This brings me back. Like all the neurons in the brain start like lighting up again. Like, oh man, I remember this feeling. Like, let me go down the aisle. You still go looking for a library book. You got to have what is the prefix? So if you got to look for non-fic. Right? Section 305-9. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot how to do all this.
You forgot your Dewey Decimal System, bro.
Yeah, man. So, I'm a little embarrassed, but it's fine. I went up to the library. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to find where this section's at. It's like, oh yeah, right over there where it says nonfiction. Oh, duh. All right.
She did look at you like, you dumbass can't read the Dewey Decimal System.
She probably like, hey, this that generation, but I'm like, no, man, I'm an older millennial. I remember. It's just been so long. So, but yeah. So
that's awesome though, man.
Yeah,
Everyone should go to the library more, goddammit.
They should.
Read your books.
Read your books.
They do have good comics at libraries.
They do.
As well.
They
can get graphic novellas.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. They actually had a whole section of that, like a whole room dedicated for graphic novels. So for sure. All right. Well, we'll move on from that story to another story. Hey, we kind of talked about it early when we first started the show about conspiracies and what's going on in the skies.
Yeah. And
looks like there's going to be a new upcoming UFO conspiracy thriller from Jerry Bruckheimer and let me see, Joseph Kosinski, who did Top Gun Maverick, the director.
Okay.
So shout outs to Ant. This is your guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Top Gun Maverick director. So basically they had like a whole studio war trying to, get it. Like Amazon, Apple, Lionsgate, Paramount, the whole shebang and bang. Warner Brothers, they were fighting to get the rights to actually, get this out there. But right now, little is known about what it's going to be, but they described it as All the President's Men. If you've never seen that, it's a really good movie with UFOs. So the budget.
So they made it better. They made it infinitely better.
Absolutely.
It's like, hey, All the President's Men, let's just
throw UFOs
in there.
And we in.
Instantly better.
Yeah. It's like when people say they throw Batman and everything. Oh, it's better.
Yep.
So now UFOs. And I'm all here for it. Because obviously, have you seen like some of the hearings about the whistleblowers?
Yeah.
Things like that.
I've heard about that and more like the information that they're declassified. Like, we don't know what the fuck any of this is.
We don't. We really don't. And this is what I've been trying to have these conversations with certain people. But certain people want to, they want to be closed-minded because I feel like that scares them. Like UFOs, extraterrestrials, get out of here. But when you actually have legit people from like the Air Force, like military people who they know everything about like what planes that we have, and they're like, no, that's not possible. And they're not afraid to say it now. Yep. It's like, all right, cool. So, but basically the movie is going to be centered around that. And I'm here for it. Because, real life out here, man. I believe, aliens been here, I'm telling you right now. I 100% believe that. I don't care what nobody tell you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, just know.
Who do you think is an alien?
Oh, who do I think? Like,
who do you think is an alien?
Do I think people in like in Men in Black like disguise themselves? Yeah. Or
if there's a celebrity or someone of fame, repute right now that you think is like an alien undercover, and they're just doing a fantastic job disguising themselves as a human being,
I know
who do you think it is?
The most popular answer is going to be Elon Musk. I know that's the most. I know that's the most popular.
That's a level of evil that can only be human. I do not believe he's way too dumb and way too evil to actually be like an alien, like anything other than like. No, I look at that like that definitely like that was a monkey that got really fucked up along the way and evolved into that. I can buy that.
That's a good point. I just know that's the one that a lot of people are like, oh, obviously, but you made a good point there. I want to say I can't think of a celebrity right now, but I can think of the type of person that the person that will deny it the most.
Oh, okay.
So what's the name? Neil deGrasse.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah, he denied. Like for someone, and that's just me because I'm like I feel like his ego is like the size of this room, and like no disrespect, but like. He knows all of this, but still can't seem to fathom that there could be life out there. And he's like, I got to see it right in front of me for me to believe it. I just feel like the way he poo-poos on the subject so much where
he doth protest too much.
Yeah, to where it's like, okay, are you just doing this just so, we're trying to get the light dimmed off of it? Or is this like, hey, propaganda, hey, Neil, you're the face of science. You're like and I've always feel like whenever they put a face on something, like I'm the spokesperson, I'm the one that everyone goes to, I always look at it side eye. Like, why are they putting you out here the most? Not to say that he's not brilliant. I'm not discounting any of that. All I'm saying is that whenever it comes to extraterrestrial, ET, alien, all of that, he just poo-poos it right away. He doesn't even, but everything about the galaxy. Well, I shouldn't say, he doesn't know everything, but he knows more than most people would. This is his subject. So I would think like, well, if you know all of these things, right? And it sounds so interesting and fascinating, which it is. When a subject comes to ETs, I gotta see it land in my front yard and talk to me for me to actually believe it. And I'm like,
but your brain can't wrap around but you can wrap around all these other theoretical
all the things about the universe and maybe even multi dimensions and stuff. He even believes some of that, and it's like, wow. But with extraterrestrials, life, you just poo poo it. That's always been my criticism towards Neil deGrasse Tyson. Always been my criticism.
That is an alien.
So to me, I feel like alien. I feel it. There you go.
I love that. I love that.
That's just my theory.
All right. I was going to say Megan Thee Stallion. Mostly because that body is out of this world.
Yeah, that's
just me. That's just me.
That's
just
fact.
me.
That's fact. She just celebrated a birthday too. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, bitch! Shit. Wait, she just celebrated her birthday?
Nah, but it was like recently, like maybe a couple of days ago.
Couple days.
Like literally, like maybe like 4 or 5 days ago. As of this
God,
recording.
fuck it. Why do I
think
keep?
so. Let me look it up real quick.
Why do I keep getting attracted to Aquarius women? Like, God, fucking, what?
You feeling Megan Thee Stallion too?
I guess.
I ain't mad at you, man.
Yeah.
Her birthday was February 15th. So like 5 days ago. As of this recording.
Oh my God. My actual.
Where your birthday post? Hey, happy. I mean,
right.
you're doing it now, but
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I mean, happy birthday to my wife, whose birthday was the 13th of February. And,
hey, turn up! Happy birthday!
And then we celebrated Valentine's Day. And then Megan Thee Stallion's birthday is the 15th. It's just okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There you go. Starting to add up.
All right. Yeah. So the math is math.
Math is mathing. You got a thing about you said Aquarius?
The Aquariuses.
Hey man.
They find me. They seek
Water
me
signs.
out. The water sign.
What's your sign?
Actually, the Aquarius is an air sign. Fun fact.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, even though it's the water bearer.
That's what I
they're
thought.
holding the water. They aren't actually water themselves.
Interesting.
They're
All
holding
right.
the water. So they're air.
There we go.
And I'm a Leo.
All right, so
I'm actually
you're the lion.
I'm the lion, baby.
Yeah, you the lion. Lion, man.
I am him.
Hey, talk your shit. Hey, I love it. That's right. That's right. Him. That's right, man. Himalayas. That
I'm
shit
that
is so
big
fire.
fat lion. I'm just sleeping in the middle of the field while the women do all the work.
That's right. That's right. Just yawning.
Yeah.
You know.
Wake me up, babe, whenever you're done.
Just watch out for them alien. What's the alien? Elephant graveyards.
Yeah.
Just don't go nowhere near
Shit.
there.
Don't go in that
gotta-
wildebeest stampede, son.
You got an adopted brother.
Shit, if I did have it, that would be a plot twist.
That would.
We don't talk about my brother.
All right. We gonna talk
My
about
brother, he's dead to me.
Oh shit.
No.
Oh
Shit.
man.
Some Anakin Obi-Wan bullshit right
Oh
there.
man, that shit, man, that get deep.
Yeah.
That get deep right there. Oof. All right, well, but yeah, so UFO conspiracy thriller. Looking forward to it, especially kind of mirrors what's happening right now, man. All these, because I'm all for the hearings, yo. I'm there and I'm watching it, and of course they can't say anything. That's the frustrating thing. It's like, okay, they'll ask direct questions like, okay, so have you seen bodies? Well, I'm not at liberty to discuss, but once we leave from here, then I will tell you, in person. Or they'll say they have, but they'll say biologics.
Biologics.
We recovered biologics or something like that. And it's like, oh shit, y'all got bodies. Yeah, they got bodies.
That sounds like a random line in like one of those like techno EDM songs, like
Yeah.
biologics.
Yeah. And it makes sense too, man. All this technology that we're just developing so fast, like we just jumped. It just seems like just out of nowhere. Come on, man. I can go deep on this, man.
Yeah.
This is my
I love it. This is your
range
wheelhouse.
right here.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, man.
Ooh.
Where my freaking where my conspiracy hat? I need it. I need it all.
Get your tinfoil on.
Tinfoil, yeah, 100%. So I'm looking forward to this, man. Is this something that you would check out?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
man.
Especially after this conversation we just had. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm all for it. Bring it in. Yeah.
Need it in our lives, man.
Let's talk about that Dark Force conspiracy, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, talk about it. We got to talk about it, man. It's a lot out here, man. I'm just saying, I question everything. That's all, But other than that, though, I will say, man, I think that about close to wraps up our breaking news headline. Oh, wait, no.
Oh.
There was a story that I
broke.
saw that you posted,
Yes.
and I forgot to ask you about it.
I'm going to talk about it.
I need you to talk about it, man.
All right, because
I need you to talk about it.
They made a big breaking announcement today. The creators of Avatar have confirmed that there is going to be a new Avatar series
Oh, snap.
called Seven Havens.
Hey.
And I am, if the app will fucking work for me, I am pulling up the information about Seven Havens. Here we go.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So it's basically set in a period of time after Korra is the Avatar. She's gone and passed. And it's going to be focused on a new Avatar, a female earthbender in a new world that where being the Avatar, it used to be like, okay, yeah, you're the harbinger, the person that is going to be looking out for us, bringing balance to the world.
Yeah.
And this one says, and I quote, but in this dangerous era, the title of Avatar marks her as humanity's destroyer, not its savior. Hunted by both human and spirit enemies, she and her long-lost twin must uncover their mysterious origins and save the Seven Havens before civilization's last strongholds collapse.
Damn.
It sounds incredible. I am pumped.
And so she has a twin as well?
Yes, she has a twin. Which, if you know anything about the Avatar lore,
bring it up.
in Korra, they established that the whole Avatar cycle of like rebirth and the spirit being brought along is because there is a this light spirit Rava who like lives inside of the Avatar and like carries the will of the ability to bend all four elements from one person to another. So it's like one Avatar dies, another's born into another body, and it's all Rava being connected all through that.
Like reincarnation.
Yes.
Okay.
But Rava has an evil side. There's the evil counterpart to Rava, which is, I'm trying to remember his name, something whatever the hell it is. Yeah. Everyone just keeps calling him like the evil kite because he looks like an evil kite. But they're originally like bound together, struggling, fighting each other constantly. And then the first Avatar, Wan, he breaks them, severs the connection between the two of them, and unleashes the evil upon the world. So the first thing that he and Rava do together is they team up and they take him down and entrap him. Okay. And then in Korra, that evil spirit gets released and gets turned into a dark Avatar.
Wow.
And then it seemingly gets destroyed, but it's like, but did it though? And the fact that the spirit reincarnated itself inside of a twin might mean that the evil spirit is in her brother.
Ooh, shoot. Yeah. All right.
So we might have a light avatar and
versus a dark avatar.
And I'm here for it. I love it. This is great.
It's a good idea.
It's great already.
All right. And it's an earthbender?
And it's an earthbender, baby.
Hey, man. The earth gets some love, man. Shout out to the earth, man. Shout out to the earth.
Underrated bending.
Yeah,
honestly.
Earth. I ain't lying, man. Stay grounded.
Good one. Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right though, man. Because Earth, that is definitely underrated. I mean, honestly, I feel like fire's overrated.
Oh, 100%.
Because it's like, well, 100%. if I got, because I mean, you got water. I'm like, if I got water, I mean,
yeah.
But Earth, the Earth is underrated. Earth's always been underrated. Now that I think about it, I'm even going back to like Captain Planet. You know what I'm saying? Kwame. Shout out to Kwame.
Yeah,
Earth. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you shake stuff up, man. You only so much you could do with the ground and. Yeah,
you could literally make yourself a house out of the earth at any point in time that you want.
That's a fact. Interesting. Yep. I'm here for it though. I love that idea, the twin theory. I like that.
Yes,
I like that. So do we have any like dates or anything like, or they just announced like it's happening?
They literally just confirmed that it's happening.
Fire,
it's
man,
going on.
Fire.
So,
I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Avatar. Come on now. And okay. And you said this takes place like after Korra passes.
Yes.
Got it. All right. Man, that's interesting, man. Shout out to Avatar, man. I'm here for it. And I will say, too, I'm definitely looking forward to the second season, man. I know I think they're about to release that soon.
This year. The live action?
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, it's supposed to be.
I can't remember when, but either way, I'm hyped. I definitely can't wait to see more of Avatar, man. Love it. All right. Well, looks like, was that the last thing that popped up? All
Pretty
right.
sure, yeah.
Cool, man. Well, hey, y'all, definitely let us know your thoughts on our breaking news, stories, headlines. Let us know what you're excited about. Let us know that you're like kind of on the fence about or something like, I don't know. But definitely, send us a comment, all that good stuff. And also, man, definitely, I believe on Spotify. Shout out to our Spotify listeners, man. You can leave your comments on there for this episode. Also, Apple. I think all the platforms you can leave comments now. And definitely let us know your thoughts on all of that, man. I'm very interested to hear what you people out there have to say about it. All right. And with the our coming soon previews, not really too much, that I saw where it's like, all right, nothing really too big to really talk about. So I will say that I am looking forward to. There's I believe it was like a new horror movie that's supposed to be coming out.
Yes, there's one trailer that dropped. It was for it's a Bring Her Back.
Yeah, from the guys that did Talk to Me.
Yes,
Bring Her Back, man. That was the Rocka Rocka guys.
Yep,
on YouTube. Yeah. So that trailer dropped, and I'm like, ooh, a little tease, and I'm like, okay. So speaking of reincarnation, this feels like, in a way, but more like Pet Sematary, maybe.
It has a lot of Pet Sematary vibes. Like, honestly, this teaser tells you absolutely nothing.
And
it's
I love
like
that.
Just a lot of like really cryptic, like scary looking shit just happening all at once. But
that naked dude at the end with the
naked dude
with the was the young girl.
It's something. Yeah.
That was weird.
And
that was weird.
For me, the vibes I'm getting is like the very beginning of Full Metal Alchemist, where like they're bringing her mom back to life.
Oh my
and it's
gosh!
Like,
Yeah.
Teenage boy shouldn't dabble in witchcraft
At all, yo.
Bad things happen.
Bad
buddy.
things happen. That's right. Bad things definitely happen. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it whenever it does come out. Like this definitely looks interesting. I'm here for it. All right. Well, I think it's time, man. I think it's time we go ahead and get on into review, man.
That's right.
Captain America,
Captain America,
man. Brave New World, which is doing still good at the box office, man.
Yeah. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that it is doing as well as it is, and that's not a total flop. I thought it would actually be a flop, but it's actually turning out to be pretty good. I'm like, okay, not bad. And I will say, so I haven't seen the movie yet.
Okay.
And I'm planning on seeing it at some point. Honestly, Alicia and I have kind of been like on the fence about whether we actually want to go see it in theaters or not.
Yeah.
And I was telling you this before we started the show, but like so many of the reviews I've been seeing have been so mixed. Like Lil CO loved it. They went to go see it over Valentine's Day.
They loved it.
They loved it.
Shout out CO!
Yep. Loved it. Anthony Mackie is their new husband. So,
oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, snap.
The old husband's gone. Anthony Mackie's just there.
Anthony Mackie done jumped in?
And then...
Oh, let me go on their social media, see what's going on.
And then Melissa, too, also, like, she saw it and she said it was a good time.
Dope.
Going to see in theaters. So there's that, but then there's been a lot of people like film critics and people that I actually like respect not to say I don't respect my friend's opinion, but like people that like do this for a living that they have kind things to say about some Marvel movies.
Okay.
And this is the one of the times where they're like, yeah, this ain't it. This is not a good time. So tell me, my friend, be the deciding factor.
Oh yeah, I do.
Is this movie?
I see you, CO.
Is this movie it?
All right. I will say that going into it, I saw the divisiveness, and I'm like, all right. I'm of the point where I love divisive movies. I like that something's like either people like it or they think it's bad. And I'm like, oh, that intrigues me. I want to figure out where I landed it. I will say that this movie is really good.
Okay.
Now, when I say good, I would say it's not. I know people want to just all off bat compare it to the other Captain Americas.
Right.
Immediately you kind of have to, you can't really do that. Like it's hard to, because Captain America, and I feel like this was like, hey, no, this is a new Cap, and with Anthony Mackie, it was a lot of pressure. And I know me and me and Ann, we've talked about this, and Ann was kind of like, oh no. I will say that this movie is a different style of movie. This movie right here, without spoiling it, especially for you, it's more of an kind of a mirror of what's going on now.
Okay.
Well, what's going on in the state of America, with with politics. There's a president that has like a little a little history about the things that he's done in the past and whatnot. So, some people are kind of like, oh, all right. It is a slow burn, but I feel like when people go in on it, I feel like people, to me, are a little overly critical of this. And there are elements. Of course, like the elephant in the room. Oh, you got Black Captain America. Oh, that's not my Captain America. No, even though it's been in the comics, it's happened for the dummies out there. But minus that elephant in the room, just how he plays the role of Captain America. Now, for those of you who watched Falcon and Winter Soldier, I should say, that came on Disney Plus, where that show was kind of divisive, where some people like either hated it or some people liked it. I would say this kind of, in a way, picks up where that left off. And in the trailer, and I'm not going to spoil it, but obviously we know there's a big ass celestial in the freaking ocean. And I just remember before the movie came out, or when the trailer came out, like, oh, they're finally going to address this big ass celestial in the ocean, and we got to act like we don't know what's going on. Man, let me tell you something, yo. Like, again, from the beginning of the show, we talked about UFOs and stuff, and I brought up the drones, right? There could be crazy things in the ocean that you're like, how come no one's talking about this? And hey, man, real life is happening, man. Like, people aren't really, I'm not saying the size of a celestial is in the ocean, or maybe it is. Right. We don't know. We're not going to know like that.
Are you actively in the ocean right now?
Exactly.
I think not.
No. So it's like, there could be something huge that, like, how come no one's talking about this? And I feel like, in a way, that's kind of the same way. Where people say things like in the MCU, you got to understand, the MCU is a universe, right? A lot of us don't know what's going on with our neighbor. We don't know what's going on across the street. We don't know what's going on in the next state. So it's like, how come this person ain't here? How come this person ain't here? It's like, yo, man, it's a universe. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I will say that it's a good movie. I wouldn't say it's I wouldn't rate it like oh, it's the best MCU movie. I'm not going to rate it a 10 out of 10. Definitely, I'm not going to do that. I just feel like this movie is a good movie where you go into it and you're like, okay, I understand the politics of the situation. Now, I know people are probably going to be like, oh, well, it's always hey, how does it look? Does it look cool? There's shots, there's scenes, action-wise, looks great. There's other scenes where you're like, okay, obviously, they CGI it up.
Right.
And obviously you got a Red Hulk. What the heck? Like, how do you expect that to, make sense? But I would say overall, I thought it was a good movie. If I were to rate it, because I'm trying my best not to start spoiling, but if I were to rate it, I would give it an 8. Okay. I'll give it an 8. I definitely would give it an 8. Is it my favorite MCU movie? No. Is it terrible? No. I just feel like, we talked about it out, before we were recording, that I feel like people's expectations they want to be blown away every time. And that's hard to do, man. That's so difficult to do. And I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It is a slow burn, though. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to go in, so you're like, huh, okay, all right. And then once you get that feel, you're like, oh, I see what this is. I see the style. And they make mention of certain things in the MCU that's coming, and things to get excited about. And and if you have seen the movie and if you don't like it, that's fine. If you don't like it, cool. And, people have their legitimate reasons why. I'm not knocking that. I'm just knocking the overly like, this isn't like, makes no sense. So you may go into it, and if you go into it, and if you don't like it, I can accept that because you're a connoisseur. You know this stuff. So it's like, all right, cool. I see your point. I may not agree, but I'm like, damn, you make a lot of sense. I get why you don't like that. I get why this person may not like this. But if you're just going into it already not liking it, then stay home, man.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. But it's good. don't want to ramble on too much. I just don't want to. I don't want to overly start spoiling either.
Right.
So that's why I'm kind of, trying to tiptoe and not like go in.
My friend, hit that round of applause button for
All right.
That not only was that like, do I think that's one of your better reviews that you've done on the show like ever, like period?
Oh snap!
But
Okay.
you actually like made a very compelling argument for me to be like, actually, you know what? No, I think I might go see this movie now.
Oh, dope.
like, fucking for real, yeah. Because like you actually made a really good point. Like, you know what? Yeah, you can't treat it like it's all the other Captain America movies.
You can't.
Because, like even when Melissa was talking about it, it's like, yeah, it's not as good as Winter Soldier, but it's definitely better than Civil War. But it's like, no, you don't even put it in that
put it in
category
there.
of like
Yeah.
the Steve Rogers movies.
Don't do it.
Anthony Mackie's
This is
Captain
Anthony
America.
Mackie.
This is an entirely different like thing.
Yeah.
So there's that, and honestly, the stuff that you're talking about with it actually like having a note of the politics in it, I feel like they downplayed that a shit ton in the marketing for this movie. And I feel like they also downplayed that with the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man TV show, which
Ooh, yeah.
I'm in the middle of watching.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Yeah.
And I think this is I think this is all just a broader spectrum of Disney's new marketing to be like, hey, yeah, we made these when we were thinking we would be able to get away with more quote unquote woke stuff / talking about actual issues and shit going on in our society.
Yeah.
And they're releasing it now in a time when a law that's being scrutinized. Yeah. So I think this is them just kind of covering their tracks with that.
I can see that.
But But honestly, yeah, no, it sounds like a good time. I'm in.
I'm in. Yay! There we go. And like I said, man, I'm very intrigued to hear your thoughts. With Ant, I feel like, damn, I don't know where Ant's going to land with this.
Oh, I can guarantee you, Ant will hate it. I can guarantee.
Well, you know what?
You.
I believe you.
Yeah.
No, I believe you. I believe he's not. Damn, because I believe he's not going to like it. But I don't think it's for those reasons.
Yes.
Damn. I don't know now.
I think Ant would say
Because I feel like Ant's kind of, it's starting to be like, all right, it'd be kind of easy. It's like MCU movie. Ant's probably not going to already. He's like,
I feel like Ant would shit on it, but Ant would not shit on it nearly as hard as like any of the other recent Marvel movies.
That's perfect.
Like Thor, Love and Thunder, or
Perfect.
Quantumania.
That's exactly what I was trying to get at. Thank you so much for reading my mind, because I couldn't really put it to where, yeah.
So you hear that, Ant? You keep missing out on recordings. You give us time to figure it out.
Yeah.
You don't want to be known, bitch, but we're cracking the case.
We're cracking it.
Ooh, we're taking your Rubik's Cube and we're getting no, I shouldn't make the Rubik's Cube allowed. God damn it. Because then you'll make the separation of colors again. Read your mind, bitch. Read your mind. I'm in your thoughts right now.
He's like, nope. I already know. He's taking his finger at you. Right.
Don't give me the ammo, Rigel. You know what I'm going to do with it.
They're already coming with the heat. You already know. But yeah, I say all that to say, yeah, it's good. Go watch it. To me, it's good. Now, to me, that's all I'll say. I don't want to say more, but that's it.
All right.
Let me stop myself.
Hell yeah. Well, I'll stop you for you.
There you go.
Because I got 3 reviews.
Oh yeah.
I've got one for Alicia's birthday. We pretty much ended up like kind of staying in and having kind of a lazy night.
Yeah.
And what'd you know? We ended up taking to the 7 Seas.
Hey.
And I jokingly was like, "Hey, you want to watch Kraven the Hunter, the movie on your favorite supervillain?" And she was like, "Why not?
Why not?"
So we put on Kraven the Hunter. Mm-hmm. I finally started watching it.
Okay.
It's shit.
Damn.
I'm just going right out the gate. I'm telling you now, this is the haterade that you all loving us for. This is what your love is supplying.
Yeah.
To go on air and say that Kraven the Hunter is one of the worst movies, period.
Uh-huh.
Not even like superhero movies. Just like, it's just bad.
It's bad, damn.
It's bad. It's like one of those like, honestly, like, it's one of those like D-list movies that you could see Riff Tracks doing like an entire like Mystery Science 3000 like corny level bad movie. Like it's that. Okay, so God, here's the other part is that we didn't even like finish. Well, we didn't even watch it all the way.
Oh,
we
shoot.
watched the beginning.
Yeah.
We skipped the middle and we went straight to the end.
Damn.
Because Alicia said, and I quote, "I do not actually want to watch all of this movie." And I said, and I quote, "I just want to see the dude turn into the rhino." And she's like, "Well, then skip ahead to the part where he turns into the rhino."
Yeah, let's do
I
that.
start skipping ahead. He doesn't turn into the rhino until the very fucking end of the movie. So there's that.
All right. Okay.
So the movie opens with like a huge like exposition backstory dump where it just goes on and on forever about like explaining his fucking origins. And he's like, he's the son of a Russian mob boss, and he's like, he and his brother Dmitri, who's the chameleon, they are forced out of their boarding school to go on a hunting trip with their father.
Yeah.
Because he's poaching this one specific lion, and then the lion pounces on the young Craven and bites into him, and the blood gets inside of him, and then the the lion drags him all the way out, and I forget what exactly. The lion gets scared off by someone else, and Calypso comes and gives him some of her magic powder, whatever it is, plant, whatever you have going on.
Oh, shit.
It's infused with the mystic voodoo magic with Baba Legba. And it's like as soon as they name dropped that and started like talking about that shit,
Yeah.
I was like, not only is this movie bad, this movie is racist.
Oh,
Like,
my God.
You're appropriating the voodoo religion again.
Yeah, I was-
for like,
Yeah.
that's not good. That's bad news bears.
Oh, no, for sure. For sure. Man, you know what? And you bring that up, man. I know this is off topic, but
Go
it's
ahead.
kind of in topic.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Brother Voodoo. That's the
Waiting for
next.
Brother Voodoo?
I'm waiting for Brother Voodoo.
Okay, educate me. What is Brother Voodoo? I do not know what Brother Voodoo is.
Oh, snap. Okay. Well, let me pull it up because I literally I was watching this YouTube channel, and they were like, you know what? There's a lot of a lot of characters that we're waiting to see, but Jericho Drum, known as Brother or Dr. Voodoo, but they also call him Brother Voodoo.
Okay, the comic book character.
The comic book character. Yeah, the comic book character, Brother
There we
Voodoo,
go.
Jericho Drum, Dr. Voodoo. I'm waiting. That's all. Because you brought it up. I'm like, did they reference Brother Voodoo?
No.
But no.
At least he might be in the middle. Who knows? I didn't see that part.
Not that, that's the Sony side. So
Yep.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So being infused
Yeah.
with the African magic, Craven the Hunter gets his
his magic.
superpowers after being bit by the lion and having the lion's blood inside of him.
Yeah.
And then he basically it's kind of hard to tell like what the fuck he does, but he basically like uses his powers to start hunting down Russian mobsters.
Yeah.
Just like his father. Starts doing a job for his father.
Yeah.
His brother gets kidnapped by the rhino, and then he goes to find the rhino, track him down. Calypso's there along the way helping them out. At one point they have sex.
Of course.
Because there's like a whole scene, like we just skipped ahead and we just see her like kind of like walking around touching all of his things in the room while she's like wearing a robe. It's like, oh yeah, they just did it.
Oh,
Okay,
they just did it.
That's
All
good
right.
to know. And then we skipped ahead. So the iconic like chase scene that you see in the trailers where like there's like a horde of wildebeest
Yep.
going around them.
We finally get to
And
that?
You get to that. It's not until the very end.
Oh, damn.
Down to the very like the big action scene that you see in the movie
In the trailer,
yeah, is like the literal climax for the movie.
Okay.
And like all the best scenes from it are shown in the trailer. So there you go.
Damn.
And yeah, he Aaron Taylor Johnson has like the worst Russian accent in this. I cannot emphasize. He's
Okay,
not
it's
even
bad.
trying.
Damn.
He's not even trying.
Damn, Aaron.
So
And he's a good actor, too.
he's a good actor. He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Like we were watching, like this is the same man that was Pietro Maximoff. Like what the fuck? So then Craven. I'm just going to go ahead and spoil this for you guys.
All right, cool.
So then the rhino shows up. He injects himself with the serum and becomes the rhino. And they start fighting each other. And at first, Craven starts getting the shit knocked out of him. But then Craven exploits the one weakness of the rhino.
Oh,
He's
what-
got a bloody hole on the side of his ribs that's just there somehow. And I'm like, how the fuck did that get there? Isn't the armor supposed to be a bit what?
Yeah.
And then he stabs him in it. It's like, oh no. And then stabs a grappling hook in him and like, has the other part hooked up into a bunch of wildebeests that are like circling around them. And so he gets yanked by a single wildebeest on a rope. Well, bear in mind, he's covered in like this thick stone armor that easily has to weigh a ton. But no, a single wildebeest has the power to like woof him off, and he gets trampled by wildebeests and he dies.
Damn.
That's how they kill the rhino off.
Oh, what?
And then you find out his dad was behind it all along. It was all
course.
just a clever ploy to make him a better hunter. And then the chameleon shows up at the end, and he can change his face now, and that's it. That's the movie, and it's really just they just stopped giving a fuck after this point.
Yeah, okay.
And it was awful. It was not good. Do not recommend watching. Even as like a hate watch, it's like
Don't even waste your time.
really stupid.
Damn.
And it's racist. It's bad. It's stinky. It's basically this movie basically is white people Black Panther. They took everything about it. You look at the logo. You look at the way that he's posed on the chair.
Oh my god!
The way that he's posed on the chair.
Posed on the chair. Yeah.
It's like you were trying to make the concept of Black Panther, everything that is in that character, and convert it into a white guy.
Yeah,
that's what he is. The Bobcat. He lives in Topeka. He's not from Russia. He's from Topeka.
Topeka always.
That's
Damn
why.
it, yo.
That's why he is not having a Russian accent. He is from Kansas.
He's from
motherfucker.
Kansas, man. God damn it.
God. So yeah, 0 out of 10 for Kraven the Hunter. Easily the worst out of all these Sony Spider-Verse films, and by God, made it die and burn in hell.
Yeah.
Made the whole universe just burn.
Just go.
Just go.
Yeah.
Flush it down the toilet.
Damn.
Yep. So on another note, because I said I got 3. That's one motherfucker.
Okay.
I saw one of the best movies that I've ever seen in my entire goddamn life.
Oh, all right.
And I'm kicking myself for not seeing it sooner.
What's that?
Longlegs.
Hey.
So this is the horror crime thriller that has Nicolas Cage in it.
The Cage.
The titular serial killer Longlegs. Centered around a newly trained FBI agent, Agent Harker, if I remember. Yeah, Lee Harker.
Okay.
She is on this case where the serial killer, Longlegs, is committing these murders where these families, specifically families of a father, a mother, and a daughter, all end up being murdered. Damn. Where the father goes into a just complete crazed spiral, murders the mother and then the daughter on the daughter's birthday, and then kills himself.
Jesus.
And at first you think like, okay, how's that a serial killer? The dad's doing that. It's the same style, like the same thing that's happening repeatedly with the same exact family dynamic. And every single time, there's a note left behind by this motherfucker that has like this whole cryptic anagram, like codex to it that has Longlegs spelled out. So this motherfucker goes back into the scene and plants a little note saying, I did this.
Longlegs.
But there's no evidence to suggest that he was ever there to begin with.
It's just a note. That's how you know.
It's just a note. So from that, I was like, oh, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Then you go into honestly, there's so much detail I can go into this movie. It really is there's a lot of inspiration from Seven. From there's another really good serial killer. God. The
Zodiac?
No, Zodiac kinda, but mainly oh my God. It's Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, okay.
So there's some of that in it too, but honestly, I think this movie's better than both of those.
Holy shit, really?
It's so good.
Oh,
it's
man.
So good. The opening scene, everything about this movie, the way that it's shot, the way that it's edited, the way that the characters act, because the main character of Agent Lee Harper is very much autistic coded.
Okay.
And so everything about her is very just stunted, and you're trying to figure out okay, is is this just part of her personality, or is she realizing something about herself and how she's connected to this that she doesn't want to admit? Ooh. And then the deeper, the more layers you go into it, it has like one of the most like from the opening, from the jump, you're in. Like you get like this unease of sense of like, this isn't right. This is good.
All right.
And the ending is by far like so good. Yeah. So fucked up. Yeah. But so good. There's legit. I kid you not, my friend. Okay. There's a scene where like it's played out like so casually, but the way that it's shot, everything that's with it, everything that's like edited, and the sound and the way that the actors are like, it should just be like this very casual scene. Yeah. But the moment it's like you as an audience member are realizing something about this other character, about her partner specifically. Okay. And then you're like, oh,
it's like a light bulb that goes off.
A light bulb goes off in your head. As
like I missed this.
You realize it, and then you see her start to realize it, and then you see he is also acknowledging the fact that like he's aware of this, and from that point, it's like, oh, this is a bad car wreck that I'm about to watch. Like this is not good.
Okay, all right,
and it's great. It's amazing. It's suspenseful. Yeah, and cannot emphasize this enough. Nicolas Cage is one of the greatest actors of our generation.
Come on, man. Come on, man. The Cage, yo.
He is not in this movie a lot, but good fucking God. Yeah. He plays batshit crazy so well. That's it. And honestly, no, I shouldn't even say batshit crazy because, like, there is just so many layers that he put into this serial killer character that it shouldn't be allowed. Oof. And when you realize, like, I saw like one thing that was talking about like, yeah, apparently he based this performance off of dealings with his schizophrenic mother later in her life. Wow. Yeah. So like, there's like a poignant like edge to it when he's in there.
I see.
And not only that, but this motherfucker has now given me one of my new favorite vocal stems, where like there's a few like just great lines that he has throughout the movie. Yeah. But just I find myself now just singing to myself, if you make me go now. No, it's if you let me in now, it could be nice. But if you make me go, I'll have to come back. Not once, not twice, but as many times as I like. Hey. You're like, holy shit, dude. Yeah. Yeah. So, 10 out of 10. This movie's a masterpiece.
Oh, man.
I fucking love this movie, and everyone should watch it.
I'm going to check it out.
Yeah.
I was always on the fence about it.
Oh, yeah. No, you can watch it on Disney. Streaming on Disney Plus right now.
Yeah, I'm going to check that out, man. Hell yeah. I am.
And then finally... So I did not go see Captain America in theaters. All right. But, I did end up watching a movie about a black superhero. Okay. Very much an iconic figure that stands up for what's right in turbulent times, never backs down no matter like what obstacle is in his path. Okay. And
going through my Rolodex.
What?
All right. I'm going through my Rolodex of
going through your Rolodex?
Yeah.
Always just stood up for what he believed in, opposing the evil forces that are at play within the world. And just all around was a just fantastic figure, and very much just like a genuinely just like a what I can only describe as like just a superb human being and like iconic example.
What we talk about?
Talk about Malcolm X, motherfucker.
That's what I'm talking about.
And pick your jaw off the floor, motherfucker.
Pick it off the floor, man.
I did it. When I skip a week during Black History Month, I do my fucking homework. I watched Spike Lee's Malcolm X.
Come on, man.
Mainly that I could finally understand when fucking Ant constantly is just going, all right, okay, let's do it, doing this fucking Denzel Washington impression.
Yeah.
And now, man, man, I gotta say, I fucking love this movie too.
Hey!
This is also one of my favorites now.
Hey, man.
Like, holy shit. So first of all, need to preface, this movie's 3.5 hours long.
Absolutely. You damn right.
Is not a easy breezy watch
Not
by
at all.
any means.
Not at all.
And I'll go ahead, especially if you're a white person watching this movie. Very much not a. Let me tell you, I actually had to watch it in two parts because it's so long.
Yeah.
So I stopped the movie right around the time that he went to prison.
Okay.
I went to go eat a delicious pork dinner and talk to my white wife.
Okay.
And then
pork dinner, white wife. Okay, I got it.
And then I continued to watch the rest of the movie.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh no, I committed the wrong.
That's what I'm saying. I was, the moment you said pork, I was like, oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, so this movie goes into a lot of Malcolm X's history. I feel like, especially like if you are a person, a white person in particular, who, you want to learn more about Malcolm X and like specific like figures and cultures and just ways that like, learning about the other side of life, a different perspective that like you yourself have like no idea like where they're even coming from. Watching this movie, this is a great way to get that, because you really do see his life go through the life that he has to go through, like fitting into this white mold. And then when he's in prison, realizing that he's had to conform his entire life into this set example of whiteliness. Yeah. And then once he realizes that, uses everything in his power to try to dismantle that and like break apart that conceived notion, while also playing into this new aspect of himself now, realizing of like, hey, no, black people, maybe we do have some superiority, being brought up into like this whole aspect of the black Muslim movement that was going on with Elijah Muhammad. Yeah. And then like the full circle at like the very, very end of the movie, like, whoa, god damn, god, they did him dirty.
They sure did.
A lot of people did him dirty.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
This movie's great. Denzel Washington.
Come on, man.
Phenomenal actor.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Honestly, like, because the moment, like, especially at the end of the movie when they started to show actual like clips of Malcolm X, and I'm like.
And he just,
they looked exactly like
embodied him.
Embodied him.
That's to me, like, and because this was the movie that a lot of people felt like Denzel got robbed of the Oscar of.
Oh hell
He got because I think he lost. Which movie? Who won? I don't know. I mean, I'll Google that. But basically, like the fact that he won the Oscar in Training Day was kind of like, in a way, it was like, come on, man, like. I felt like that was more of an IOU. Yep. It's like, damn, we messed up on this one. So we'll give it to you now type vibe. Man, Malcolm X, man, I saw this at a young age, man. Like my family, like, no, you gonna sit and watch this. Hey, you could cut the Ninja Turtles off a little bit. You've seen this movie about 80,000 times. Go ahead and, watch this a little bit. And,
absolutely.
I had questions when I was young. I think I watched it at the age where I'm like, well, I had so many questions I didn't really understand it, and my grandfather was like, no, you're gonna go back to it. Like, I know it's like over your head right now, and I kept going back to that movie like maybe every 10 years I would go back, and I've seen that movie like 5 times now, just from that standpoint. And it's like, this is and again, that's the figure that I feel like certain people are afraid to touch. Martin Luther King, he's the one that everyone loves. And again, it's Dr. King. Everyone loves Dr. King, right? It's like, but no, not. And that's one thing my older uncle was like, nah, man, America didn't love Dr. King like that. Like, and after he died, that's when everybody's like, oh, man, let's unite like Dr. King. Dr. King was for everybody. It was like, hey, no. He got to a point where it's like, and Malcolm X was the more like, no, you do something dirty to me, I'm going to hurt you back. Yep. I'm like, go turn my cheek. What? Yep. So.
Very much like, like the entirety of him like preaching and talking about like, Yeah, no, like why the fuck should I be subservient? Like that's all that you've been teaching. That's what you want us to be.
Right.
The whole breakdown of him talking about like, you had the house slave and the field slave and just like the whole dichotomy like that's what happened. That's what they were doing to those
That's
motherfuckers.
A fact. 100%. 100%.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good. And the one thing, so I feel like that there are a lot of people out there that, especially like people like me we try to be white allies. We try to do what we can, and this is something that I've had to learn a lot about. And there's a moment in this movie that like I feel like perfectly encap. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I do so
the
much.
Moment where he's at the college, and there's that white girl comes up to him, and like, I'm not like the rest of them. I just want to like, how can I help out your cause? And he just like smiles at her and he's like, nothing. Just shoves her out of the way,
like
basically.
Nothing. It's like, gosh, and yeah, that scene is definitely, a lot of people go to that scene, and I feel like that was the scene at the time where it was like in the thick of it, where he was still learning, and it wasn't until he went to Mecca, and it's so true. When he went to Mecca and he saw all the different races, like all like coming together for the Muslim religion, and it's like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
And then that's when it clicked. And then when you come back, and then you see the demise, and then of course and I believe that there was FBI. I think it came out recently, like maybe in the past year or two, where they falsely arrested. They put the blame on the wrong people. Where there was like,
what?
Yeah.
Huh?
Right.
You mean it was a setup?
It was.
Who would have thought?
And just gave try to throw a stain on the NOI, the Nation of Islam, and it was like, oh, this is, you see what they did to Malcolm X? It's like, no. That's far from it. But yeah, man, that's what's up, man. That's a true superhero movie right there, man.
Yes.
100%, man.
Yeah,
man.
And yeah, I'll just say this, like, as a person, like, if you are a fellow white person like myself, wanting to like, do the best that you can. Honestly, there's just some times where you just gotta be like, hey, just let it ride out. Like, know your place.
There you go.
What your body is, and like the presence that represents.
And ain't nothing wrong with it. Like, it's nothing wrong. There's so many issues where I'm like, I want to know more of, and I don't want to just like, hey, this is how I feel. It's kind of like, I just want to sit back and learn. There's so many things that I had to, like, if I'm a support of, I'm just kind of like, no, let me just sit back. I'm supporting it. I'm on y'all's side, but I don't know. I'm not aware enough to really have points. I feel like we're living in a time now with social media. Everyone has a mic in front of them. Like, anyone could do a podcast. I understand all that, but I feel like there's power behind this. And even with our podcast, right? Our podcast is definitely, we're still growing. I still feel like we're infants. We're still getting up there. But I realize, and plus, I mean, I've been doing radio for 20 years, so I know the power behind this mic. And I feel like social media is everyone's mic, and everybody wants to give their opinion out. Me, I'm like, man, I'm going to do the one thing that it's an old skill, but I have these two ears.
Yep.
And I just want to listen, and I can make my discernment. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I feel like, to me, listening, I'm getting more information. I don't want to just jump out there and just defend the cause just because, oh, this is my friend. And I get that point, but I'm like, I want to learn, so that way I can really be an ally. Like, yeah, nah, man, because you see what they're doing right there. Like, I've read on this. This is a narrative. I'm not falling for that, So, but nah, man. Hey, man, shout out to you, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
No, honestly, it was a great time.
Yeah.
And, every Black History Month, I like to try to do something to learn a little bit more about Black history, because it's important. And so
it's American history.
And so 100% watch this movie.
Yeah, man.
Educate yourselves.
Yeah.
Go to your library and read a book. Go
read a book, man. There's so much out there on Malcolm X. I mean, we celebrate Dr. King Day. We gotta celebrate Malcolm X Day as well too. And I believe that let me make sure I have the right date, because I want to say It's in May. I believe it's let me pull that up really quick because I know I do, because especially now with Google taking away a lot of
oh God, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So, oh my gosh, man. But May 16th.
May 16th.
Well, actually, and then it's also because it's observed because of this year, I guess, like how the days fall.
Okay.
It's genuinely May 19th is Malcolm X Day. That's the general. But this year, according to Google, I mean, you take it how you want to take it, but Malcolm X Day is typically May 19th. And I believe it is May 19th. So I don't even know why I pulled up May 16th, but it's May 19th.
All right.
Every May 19th, Malcolm X Day.
Hell yeah.
There you go. So that's what's up, man. True superhero. Now, do you see even more so why they make that comparison between Dr. King and Malcolm X, Charles Xavier?
100. I see why everyone wants Denzel Washington to play Magneto.
Play Magneto,
he
bro.
basically, the moment where like they were, the one guy got beaten up by the cops and they're at the police station and he just commands them. Like, ooh, yeah, he is him.
That's right.
100%.
That's why
Himalayan right there.
That's why you my GOAT, man. Denzel Washington, man. I'm like, whatever he watches, man, I am in, man. I want to be like him. You know what I'm saying?
No, him on.
That's fire, man. I'm proud of you, man. That's what's up, yo. So there we got it, man. Love it. And I will say too, man, with Black History Month, I know it's according to, the typical holiday thing. It's like, February's coming to a close. Like, nah, man, every day.
Every
you know
day.
What I'm saying? Go check out. There's so many great things, especially in the comic book world. There's so many pioneers, man, that kind of like, led the way to the point where, where we are now, where you have more diversity, more creatives, you know what I'm saying? And definitely I feel like in this time, this turbulent time that we're living in with policies and DEI, that's the new code word, abbreviation, I feel like you're going to see even more. Just, and I love that. I want more because they don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
God.
But
it's a time that we're living in.
It's so strange.
Yeah.
It does feel like we're, I like that theory about like the Mayan calendar, like what if the world did end in 2012 and like, because you got the whole Mandela effect. There are a lot of people going back to my, tinfoil hat, like, hey, wait a second. I swear this is how it was. Like, no, it wasn't ever like this. Like, nah, man, bump that. Like, maybe it did happen in 2012. I don't know. Because we're living in some strange times.
We're living in very...
So, but hey, we're always going to be here for you, man. That's what we're here to do, man. We're here to entertain and educate, man, as well, man.
Keep giving us that love so we can fuel the hatred.
That's right. That's right. We need it.
The hatred sustains us.
That's right. 100%. All right, man. Well, I think that wraps up another great issue, man, of the Comic Section Podcast, yo. And as always, man, it's been a amazing episode. Roger back doing his thing like you always do it.
Woo-hoo.
And
that thing's been done, baby. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that thing done, man. Well done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did it, done it, gonna do it again.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. And as always, man, you want to let the people know where they can find you.
Y'all can mainly find me on Blue Sky, where I basically just be shit posting my own opinions about stuff and whatnot. It's been great. It's like it's awesome. It's just great being on Blue Sky now. It's so much better than Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
I still have those. You can mainly find me at flash.photography.cause. And I'm on Blue Sky. I also still have a Facebook and an Instagram, but I don't really use those as much anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where you can find me. You can also follow my lovely wife, Alicia-Joe, all spelt out, on Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook as well.
There we go. And make sure you follow our other half of the Gruesome Twosome, man, Ants at Lucha Vandross on IG. And
I cannot wait to see Ant again.
I know.
And when they hear that, they hear this episode, they're going to be like, "You motherfucker, you motherfucker, White Devil."
White Devil's like, you can't really, hey man, he saw Malcolm X, man, the whole 3.5 hours.
I did
That's what I'm saying, man. So, I mean, Ant, man, I don't know what you're gonna say to that.
Hey.
I'm sure Ant's gonna find a way, but I don't know, man.
Malaikum salam, Ant.
Hey! It's over, That's it. That is it. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, where is Ant? Yo, we need Ant here for this right now. Oh man. Man, oh man. There's also Ants on Blue Sky, right? Is Ant
They
on
are
there?
on Blue Sky,
Okay.
and but they also technically have an Instagram account too. You can find Lucha Vandross,
Lucha Vandross.
LUCHA_VANDROSS.
And also follow our OG co-host of the Comic Section Podcast, Lil CL, Cut It Out Comics and Cosplay on the Blue Sky. And I think is Little CL on Blue Sky? I know Cut It Out.
100%, yeah.
So it's I'm just saying like the username. I know Cut It Out is. Hey, why just
might be both.
could be both. So follow Cut It Out Comics and
Yes.
Cosplay on Blue Sky, and I'm sure like maybe they link the other one or
They might.
tagged it with that.
I'm double checking, but
we're
it's whatever.
Just double check. Either way. Also, you can follow the other friend of the show, man. Also another co-host, Comic Book John, at Comic Book John, I believe on Blue Sky as well, man. Basically the whole team on Blue Sky, man. So follow us there. You can follow yours truly, J Rock the Mic, on the Facebook IG threads and also Blue Sky as well, man. I'm just trying to learn the platform and all that, man. And but most importantly, follow the Comic Section, man, on all social media platforms. Hey, man, just Google us, man. Google the Comic Section Podcast. We got all our links. And also go to our main website, thecomicsectionnetwork.com, where you can find this episode, previous episode, Comic Section Network affiliated shows, YouTube videos of the show. And speaking of YouTube, another one. Follow us at YouTube at the Comic Section, man. And, a lot of people are showing us love for some of the shorts we got up there now. So, subscribe, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And, we're growing that channel, man. So before you know it, we're going to be up there, man. Just, continue to spread the word. And also, when you're on our social media platforms, make sure you follow us, subscribe on all the audio as well. Of course, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple, everywhere, man. And make sure you leave a 5-star review. I was told, man, from, the podcast analytics out there, man, hey, man, don't be afraid to ask the people. Just, hey, leave a 5-star review. Help us get up in the rankings and all of that stuff. And also comment and all that good stuff, man. Just all that interaction is super important for us to grow and for us to continue being your favorite podcast out there. And nerd podcast, man, we got it. And also, while you're at our main website, thecomicsectionnetwork.com, head over to our merch store. Make sure you get some fire Comic Section Podcast merch, courtesy of our partners of the Exotic Enclave. Use promo code BESTFANSEVER and save yourself some 10% off on all the items in the merch store. Because I know it's kind of cold as of this recording, but this weather in South Carolina, man, it's going to go up and down. It's going to heat up.
No, it's going to get toasty again over the weekend. It is. We're freezing our asses off today,
right now,
recording it. But by Monday, you're sweating listening to it.
AC going full blast right now. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, so make sure y'all use that promo code. And again, thank y'all so much for holding it down with us for these past 5+ years, man. And we're going to keep coming to you, man. We're going to keep growing, you know what I'm saying, exponentially, all that good stuff. So continue to tell a friend and tell a friend. Thank you all so much. Other than that, though, we'll catch you next week. I've been your host, Jason, alongside my very talented co-host,
Roger.
We'll catch you guys next week for a brand new issue of the Comic Section Podcast. Peace!
You are now tuned in to the award-winning Comic Section Podcast Network.